Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. As you can see, for our post-match reaction, joined by two very special guests, the Reds have got top four. Yes, not the title that we wanted this season, but considering how the whole season has panned out, I think fair place. Yes, fair place. Liverpool have finished third place after the disastrous season in which is entailed throughout the whole of the season. The beginning, the middle, and everything. But I'm joined by two very special guests, two very good mates anyway, from the 1892 Reds podcast. Let's get the lads in anyway. There we go. Luke and Ricky, get in, boys. And everyone, just before we get straight into tonight's show, everyone, make sure you do head over to the lads channel. Is it 8 p.m, lads?
Yeah, 8 p.m. tonight. We'll be on. Obviously, everyone's going to be celebrating. So, yeah, come and join us at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, the link will be in the description anyway once I've edited this. But I will be, if you follow us all on social media, anyway, I'll be tweeting it. But make sure you do drop into the lads, drop them follow as well. Fantastic content as always from both of them anyway. But lads, thank you very much for coming on, and everyone at home. Hopefully you're all keeping safe and well. And the Reds have done the results this season, as I said there, Ricky and Luke. Not the season which we anticipated or wanted, but in terms of how the back end of the season has concluded. Start with you, Luke. It's on the game tonight. Today, really, it was a professional performance, wasn't it? It's what we wanted.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it, Jack. I think it was a professional performance from Liverpool today. I do think it was a bit frustrating at times because of, that we had that early moment where I think Palace were good first 5-10 minutes. Bit of nerves, I think, at the start of the game, and we give them a big chance with Townsend. Obviously, he put wide. Well, I think Liverpool settled into the game. We had good chances. I mean, Williams' header. I think Salah had a good one-on-one chance. He could have squared it to Mane. But then eventually we got the goal before half-time, which we needed. And it just settled with more nerves. We got the goal in front. Obviously, results were going our way. And brilliant result in the end. Third place. We can't, for the problems that we've had this season, we can't complain. So, Champions League football next season. Good way to end the season for Liverpool, of course.
Yeah, spot on, Luke. Ricky, I think as Luke's just alluded to there, I think we were like 6 or 7 or probably more points off top four. I think it was midway through the season. And Leicester, I think me, you, and the lads, everyone that's done podcasts, we've talked about Leicester bottling, and they well and truly have. Yes, they won the FA Cup, but if you're a Leicester City fan, they'll probably come out with, we're a smaller club compared to the likes of Liverpool's, Chelsea's and the Cities, but the position in which they were in, but they'll be deeply disappointed. But Ricky, today, it was that man, Sadio Mane. He got a kick up the backside. I'm so happy for Sadio. If there's one player in that team that deserved the goal today, yes, Mo didn't get his golden boot or whatnot, but I think you could just see how much it meant to him to get those 2 goals today. And we had 10,000 Reds in the stadium as well. That spared him on. The first goal, it was a difficult goal, wasn't it? It was on the ground. He chipped it over in the corner. It was a scruffy goal, but it was still a very good finish.
3 things. First thing, that enough dragged that game. It just I was shitting myself all game that it could have gone either way. Second thing, how did we finish third after this season? And the third thing, Sadio Mane masterclass. We've been waiting weeks and weeks for it to happen. Does Sadio Mane need the fans like Firmino?
I think he does, mate. I think, and we've been saying, and we know he's not had the best season. He knows himself. I'm just hoping he gets a little bit of a rest now. Obviously, the AFCON coming up in a couple of months. He needs a bit of a rest. And the amount of minutes that lad's played over the last 3-4 years at the football club, our forward 3 really haven't been given a proper rest. And I think this season, the run of form has been superb. Dave, I don't know if you're watching a live stream, mate. You should have the link if you don't know if you're doing a show now, mate. But you're welcome to drop in, Reds. But as spot on there, Ricky, mate. Do you think that is the case? Being the case, Ricky? Do you think he's needed the fans?
I think there's a few players need the fans this season. Bobby, Mane. don't know about Thiago as much, but the last sort of 10 games, he's just been unbelievable. I mean, we're now seeing what we've bought in Thiago. The bloke just runs the midfield. I mean, you can't get near him. That little shimmy that he does and gets away from you 2 yards, just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it was that clip ball over the top, wasn't it? I think it was Joe when you mentioned there before, Luke, when he could have squared it to Mane. I think Salah had a great opportunity, and I think
going for the golden boot, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The commentators will have a field day, won't they, Luke? They literally all did. It's like he's not passing. What you then say there, lad?
But the pass from Thiago, I thought it was going to go. If that went straight through to Mane, it would have been an unbelievable pass. It just went a bit wide for Salah.
It's just for me though, Rick. I think the passing from Thiago again was just exceptional. Like it's. I mean, I see like Chris Welch was at the game today, and I think I was just so jealous that he was there, like witnessing that, presence of Thiago today. I mean,
he's an artist at work, isn't he, mate? He's an
artist. I would honestly, I've said on so many things, like he would probably find space in a single bed with Gemma Collins. It is literally, he is unbelievable at like finding spaces, finding moments in a game where we can unlock the back door sort of thing. And it's just his general like control of the game, like not just his passing, but he's so calm, he's so collective. He's just a world-class player, and hopefully next season we've got Van Dijk fit, we've got Gomez or Konate if he comes in, that centre back partnership, and then Thiago can do what he does in midfield. And yeah, there's just hope for next season that's the case.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Make sure you get comments in, Reds. Let us all know your thoughts on the game. As Luke's and Ricky mentioned, Thiago, it's going to be phenomenal when we do watch him. He's going to have a full pre-season under his belt. Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, Konate, whoever you bring in, we need to strengthen. Every Reds around the world knows that. I think FSG know that, and Jurgen Klopp will most definitely let FSG know that anyway. He's not going to let them get away. North Reds as well. That's amazing. All things considered, Manx very quiet on text, phones down 58 million immediately through qualifying Champions League. Big money for FSG. No excuse. Over to you. Spot on, North. I think considering how bad Liverpool's season has been, what are we, like 5 or 6 points behind that great Manchester United this season?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, remarkable. And we haven't even got a Virgil van Dijk or Gomez or Matip fit at our centre-back anyway. They whinge after they get one Manc centre-back injured. Well, the fridge, once he gets injured, or goes spot, doesn't he? So, yeah, spot on there, North. I know if... hello, how's Eamon? Spot that. I love Eamon's. He's got a good comments anyway on the content. Hello, fellow Legacy fans, just over from Dave's stream. Spot on there, Eamon. As we said, the Legacy fans will be buying that new £100 kit. So more money to put in the potential transfer kitty anyway. We'll see. Getting Reds fair place, Shay. It's remarkable that Luke and Ricky were mentioning there. It's absolutely amazing. Thiago's been playing in a team wrecked by injury, players out of position, kids defending brilliant. Next season, Thiago will pair if he stays fit anyway. Don't be calling Helen that. We're after time, mate. Eamon's Thiago to shine next season with the full team back for sure. On my way home now, lads. Hope you are well. Chris, hope you enjoyed the match, mate. It's fantastic that you were one of the very lucky 10,000 in the grounds. Chris, what was the atmosphere like tonight, mate? Today. Sorry, I think watching it looked like we were playing at the Etihad with all those empty seats, really. So, but Chris, what was the atmosphere within the ground, mate? Let us all know. Chris has gone with a good win against through team, top 4 sealed, fair place finish. Can make all excuses you want about this season. Still underachieved from where we were lucky to finish top 4, but we deserve it. Spot on there, mate. We're not celebrating top 4, and I don't think any Red is, because we all know at the ambition of Liverpool Football Club every single season, regardless who your manager, who your players are. It's always to at least compete at the highest level. And as the lads have already said tonight, and every single one use on everyone's channels and up and down the length and breadth of the UK and around the world, we want to be challenging City for that Premier League title next season. And whatever happens, if a couple of teams are getting banned from the Champions League, obviously Atletico, Juventus, a couple of big teams possibly might not be featuring. So Champions League. But what really impressed you, Ricky, about today's performance? You talked about the brilliance of Sadio Mane, the brilliance of Thiago. What really impressed you the most about this Liverpool performance today, mate?
We just looked like we wanted to get the job done, the Champions League done. Phillips and Williams, their play for them, come in and done the job again. Another clean sheet. They showed at the end of the game, our last 10 games, I think it is, drawn one and won the rest. That's why we're in the top. That's why we finished third. Teams like Man United having their best season for years, and they still only managed to finish 5 points above this Liverpool side this year. I do think this summer is going to be crucial for us, whether we compete next season with like City. I think the honeymoon period is over for Chelsea with Tuchel. Lucky to get in that top four. Again, Brendan bottled it. But let's see what happens in the summer and where we go from there to go again next season. A lot stronger. Van Dijk, you see Van Dijk messing around in the stand. At one stage, he looked like he wanted to pull something out of his pocket and throw it at Shaqiri. He's ready, I think, Van Dijk. I just think we've kept him doing training by himself, getting involved a little bit, but I reckon he's ready to go.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Luke, that's what you're saying, mate. Obviously, we talk about the main key players. And I think a lot of credit has to go. Whatever happens with those two lads at the heart of Liverpool's defence, a lot was asked of them this season. I think, obviously, Reece, when he started the game against Ajax at the beginning of the season, everyone was like, oh, through eyebrows raised. And they have really showed their worth to Liverpool Football Club. Whatever happens with Nat, if we get 20, 30 million, I think a lot of credit does have to go to them. What do you reckon on those two, and then obviously the overall performance of them?
A lot of credit for them today, as Ricky said. Clean sheet is very important. You know, they've done a good job for us today. A bit shaky first 5 minutes. I know it was a bad pass from Trent, but you see, obviously Phillips and Williams work close together. For me, I think Williams' bit of inexperience could have maybe come a bit more across, could have maybe prevented that chance. But I think apart from that, I think today again they look comfortable after that moment. I think a massive shout out for Reece Williams for me. He's been under a lot of criticism when he's been into the team. We know he's not a Van Dijk or a Gomez. We know he's not that level. But what he has shown this season, especially these last 5 to 10 games he's played, he showed a great professionalism. He showed a great, bit of courage as well, like to get Liverpool over the line, get us into the top four. And they have to take a lot of credit and a lot of respect for that. Nat Phillips, we're just running out of words to say to him. He obviously was in the wars today. He obviously had a busted eye, didn't he, during the first half, going in with
Teddy Butcher-esque.
Yeah, literally. It was, again, as I mentioned before, it's been a very solid performance today. And Rick mentioned on our preview that Nat Phillips is a contender for our player of the season. He's just been excellent for Liverpool in the games he's played. And I want to keep him. I think Williams would be good if he maybe goes out on loan next season. But it'll be, to say that those two haven't contributed to Liverpool's success, especially in the last 5 to 10 games together as a partnership, you have to give them full credit. So, yeah, fair play to those two today. And, yeah, let's be happy. We're in the top four, Champions League next season. Project Mbappe.
I'll tell you, potential transfers, we're looking and probably watching on a dodgy stream somewhere around the world. Because hopefully we're giving Sky money anyway. But yeah, it's spot on there, lads. So we get to all your comments as well. This is absolute legends. Good win. Oh, read that one. Make sure you do get your comments in, Reds. Obviously, the lads are going live at 8 p.m. on their channel, so make sure you do head over there. Really do appreciate them taking the time out tonight. other teams fall for bottling it, yeah, spot on. But you still got to take your chance, mate. Obviously, yes, Liverpool have got a lot of quality, but at the end of the day, the lads have took the ball by the horns this season. The last 10, as Ricky mentioned, that the form is coincided with the excellent finish in which we've had. Can't wait for the start of next season and UEFA Champions League qualifying. Obviously, we go straight into that, Helen. Third place, it used to be a rule, obviously fourth, they'd have to go through qualifying, but obviously the improvements in especially in the Premier League and the English teams has obviously catapulted fourth place straight into the knockouts anyway, well, the group stages anyway. Chris, I hope you enjoyed it today. Spot on there, Shay. Safe travels, Chris. LFC played very well, as Cara said, kept finding spaces down the channels where Palace left the space. It was credit to Roy, the Owl. Whatever happens in his career, he's done a lot. Obviously, it was a nightmare stint at Liverpool Football Club, but you got to respect the man. He's got a lot of history within football. Is he retiring, boys, or is he going?
I think so. He did. Did he mention? I think after the Arsenal game that I think he said he was going to take a. He said he never knows, but it looked like a retirement speech, to be honest.
I think he's going upstairs somewhere.
Possibly, maybe a bit of presenting, maybe like on Sky Sports or BBC or something like that.
On Match of the Day, just rubbing his face. But yeah, fair play to Roy for coming at Liverpool and not doing a Sam and parking the bus, because it could have been a very more difficult game if he just parked 5 players behind the ball. But I was hoping Martin Kelly come on and scored an own goal. But yeah, obviously being a Scouser himself, Agent Kelly, if he needed him today. Evening, Ed. So we getting Ginny. Strangely thought that the kid looked nice. The kid, North. I'll ask the lads this. Ricky just said a big yes. I think I'd agree with that, mate. What we thought on the kid. I'm very dubious, but I think it's one of those kids that will grow on. Yeah, I think.
I've ordered it already. I think it's nice.
It's better than the blue, isn't it? Like from this season's one, to be fair.
I do think it's better than this season's one.
Yeah, it's definitely grew on me there, boys. I think FSG will be happy that will be over pre-ordering it. But yeah, North Reds, the kit actually looks all right. The atmosphere was all right, more louder than the empty had. Spot on there, Chris. The new kit looks more like the Roma kit. Yeah, I think it's when you got similar kits, if you put kits side by side, I think you could probably draw correlations with a lot of kits around world football. Yeah, spot on there, Chris, as always. Me and Manny on good terms again. Yeah. But I'm so happy. I think Manny will be absolutely. Calvin, how you doing, mate? Get in. Funny what happens when your players in a natural position. Absolute madness. Yeah, at least we are not as bad as Chelsea's total defence. Mm-hmm. We can hold our heads up high, finishing third, and things will all happen. Yeah. So, Mike, unfortunately, I missed the game, but it's a great result for Liverpool. You'll never walk alone. Spot on there. Shay Phillips hopefully will stay, but if he wants regular first team football, he might go. Hopefully, he doesn't anyway. Yeah, I think. Lads, it put Liverpool in a big, strong position if we do keep hold of them, because, as you've already mentioned, a lot was asked of those two at the back. Yes, Nat is 23, 24 years old. But in terms of Reece, as we mentioned, he was playing non-league football last season for like Harrogate or whoever it was in like the 7th, 6th tier of English football. And to both of them to come in and absolutely, I'm made up for them. It's a big summer, as me and you, both of you have been speaking to, when have been playing cards and that. There's a lot of strengthening in a lot of areas for Liverpool. Defence, midfield, we need to strengthen, and the attacking third in it, boys. I think all 3 of us will be doing a lot of potential transfer videos in the coming weeks. But that is the attention will now shift Reds to the transfer window. Obviously, Liverpool fans couldn't give 2 hoots about the England national team. As long as Robbo does well, that's all that matters for us. But yeah, Eamon was talking about the title defence. It's always it's all down playing Liverpool. It's all Liverpool having a bad season, and when City had a bad season on their title defence, it wasn't classed as a bad title challenge. I don't know,
which is kind of strange, Jack, to be honest. I mean, because I just checked the league table. We finished 17 points behind Manchester City, and last season they finished 18 points behind us. So, you know, it's as you said, if they're saying it's not a bad title defence, considering the problems that we've had, and we still finished a point nearer than from like last season. I mean, where does that go in that sort of sense?
It's all the media bias or agendas really that they love to beat the stick with Liverpool anyway, mate. It's crazy. It's got to weigh comments as well. When I realised that. Well, it wasn't quoting his book of negative Liverpool facts, I knew it was going to be a good day. Well, Tyler, well, yeah, I'm not going to talk about him. It's about Liverpool. Spot on. Blessings from Barbados. You Reds, sad to see Chelsea go into top 4. Ron, appreciate it, mate. That's the power of the internet. We're live in Barbados. Really do appreciate it, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Every single one of you. Really do appreciate all the support on the channel as well, mate. Every single one of you. Ricky is Luke as well, jumping on tonight. It's amazing that the power of the internet. Yeah, gutted that Chelsea did get into top 4, mate. A bit of me is a bit gutted for Leicester but it's their own fault. They won the FA Cup, but we've got to be selfish. We got top 4 and that, but I was hoping that Chelsea did miss out, Ron, and everyone kind of. But Mendy's injured now, and they got Kepa in the Champions League, so there's no chance. There's Chelsea are winning that Champions League. I was hoping they finish outside top 4, Chelsea, because it gave them a bit more emphasis and drive really for that. Because they wouldn't have had any other choice of getting into top 4 other than winning the Champions League. So let's go Champions League. Come on, it's going to be massive next season. I must say we moved the ball a lot more quicker, maybe because of the fans there. Yeah, there's no other team in English football that misses the fans more than Liverpool. City, I've got it easy. Obviously, wouldn't have no fans and a bit more fans today, but the how massive both sets of clubs are. Just look at the celebrations after they found out winning the league anyway. Alisson has to get goal of the season for me. Has to. Eamons, he very much does. And Luke, that moment has a bigger impact now because Liverpool secured top 4. It will be going down in record books, and when the highlight reel or whatever, I'm hoping. Do you reckon it will get goal of the season? It will for us because I think all those fans will vote for Alisson, and it'll be weird.
Do you know what? It has to for me. Obviously, from a Liverpool point of view, it has to. I mean, just the sheer importance of it, of course. But I mean, take nothing away from the goal. I mean, what a header! Like it wasn't even like it just come off him and like it literally just went in. It was an absolute bullet header. And to take into context as well, I think he was one of the only people that beat Nat Phillips in the air that day. So like to actually do that, to score, I mean, obviously the importance of it. And now it's actually meant something. I mean, it has to go down as our goal of the season. Whether it will go down as the Premier League goal of the season, I mean, probably a Bruno Fernandes penalty will probably be more important, like in front of us than that. Know what Sky Sports are like and Martin Tyler. But yeah, it'd be difficult. I'm pretty sure it's got to be shortlisted up there as goal of the season, just for the what had happened.
Yeah,
but yeah, I just can't believe it. What a header that was! I still can't believe it.
Yeah, I seen a tweet. It was after the game. It was Nat Phillips channels in a David Blaine or something with like just going for it and just like using force powers or some mystical powers anyway. But yeah, Reds, let us know. Eamons, I think Eamons hit the nail on the head as always. Let me know what your goal of the season. I think me and the lads on all of our channels, everyone's channels, will be doing a lot of end of season shows. Obviously, we'll be doing getting all your thoughts on player of the seasons. But let us know on Eamon's comment there. What is your goal of the season? I think we could all agree. It probably was that. No Fred's getting he's made up with that comment. Amazing result. Gutted for Mo though. Yeah. I think it will drive him on next season, mate. Obviously, the top four was the priority, but I think Mo and Mane and Bobby and they're hungry. I think it'll spur him on even more. He'll want more goals next season, obviously, given, and it's probably the only trophy or medal that Harry Kane will win this season. Probably has won in a couple of years, well, in his career. So fair play to Kane anyway. But yeah, evening, Jack. I know you LFC legends. Tommy, get in, Tom, lads. Get in, lads. Goal, Alisson, definitely our moment of the season. Big up, lads. Leicester looked absolutely fucked it up, all of us, or for a loss of us anyway. Tom, I still think Salah away to West Ham was my goal of the season. Yeah. Probably spot on there. Mickey, get in, third. Good sign for next season. Hey, Mickey, I was speaking to Luke and Mickey before we come on, mate. It's more pennies in the pockets for FSG in it, mate. That's if we do sign any swim players anyway. Hopefully we do. It's more pennies and pounds for Liverpool, and it's amazing the way in which, as we mentioned, the lads have mentioned, the way in which the season's panned out, Reds. I think we can all be happy. We can relax now. It's like I think Jürgen and but just quickly to share this, Reds. Kind of get it up here. As you can see there, Liverpool did give Gini Wijnaldum a guard of honour. A lot of credit does have to go to him. Obviously, everyone's got the ranging thoughts and opinions, but he's been a fantastic servant, and he helped us get into the Champions League at the back end of that season with the goal against Middlesbrough, 3-0 win at the end of the season. Got his first season into the Champions League for Liverpool, and that got the ball started rolling. And I tell you, whoever Gini does go to, whether it's Barca, Inter, whoever around Europe, Bayern even, they've been linked with him now as well, but he's been an excellent servant to Liverpool Football Club, and he deserves that guard of honour. And you only have to listen to what Jurgen Klopp's comments were in the pre-match programme at the Palace game to really... he just describes he's a great human being, quote Brendan anyway, but he's a phenomenal footballer as well in terms of... Luke, I get, what are your thoughts on Gini? Your thoughts on Gini Wijnaldum's he made up, he got that card of honour?
I think he deserved something like that today, because I do think that, I think for the 5 years he's been at Liverpool, I think he's been a very, very good player for us. He's been very, important to our success. We've won the Premier League, we've won the Champions League, we've won the Club World Cup. He's been very, very important to that success, and he has to take some sort of credit. Like, he's been very, very good for Liverpool. He's always made himself available. He's always kept fit. Fortunately for him. I just want to say one last one. Big shout out to Graham Carter as well, kit man, who is retiring from Liverpool. Massive, massive servant for Liverpool over the years. So obviously a lot of respect for him as well. Because I also think things like that go a little bit unnoticed as well. Like, they do, big jobs for the players and the coaching staff, etc. So
he was around since like the 70s and 80s, wasn't he?
I just think I think services like that have to be, recognised as well. But of course, just going back to Gini, I've had discussions about whether he's a club legend or if he's, something else. I think he'll go down as a Liverpool great. Of course, he's had the moments of Barcelona, the Middlesbrough game. He's had great other moments in the Liverpool shirt. He's been fantastic. I just feel that the legendary status, I think, for me is like, you got the likes of Gerrard and Dalglish, these players, a bit more longevity at the club possibly. But I'm not going to take nothing away from Wijnaldum. I think he was excellent today. I think he was very good in midfield. I think he tried to drive forward with the ball. He done something that Rick always moans about, trying to play a ball forward. And I think at times he done that quite a lot today, because we needed that goal. We needed to, and it was a nice send-off for him, 75 minutes in. I clapped him as he was going off on, watching it on the telly. He's been an excellent servant for Liverpool, and I think Rick will agree with me before he has his say. I think it's he's done us well. He's done us good for Liverpool. So no, fair play to him, and hopefully he does well in his future career wherever he goes. Yeah,
Ricky, I know you've not been Gini's biggest fan, but I think you still, as always, when I spoke to you, mate, you really do respect him as a player. He's I think in his career, I just wish he did get a lot more goals from midfield. I think when he does play for Holland, he's got that ability. And as Luke hit the nail on the head today, he's been captain, obviously, over the last couple of weeks, and he has been integral. So when, obviously, James Milner hasn't been playing, he has been our captain, and he's really led this Liverpool team. What are your thoughts on his on that guard of honour, mate, and obviously going forward as well on Ginny?
Yeah, fair play. Like, he's one of Klopp's first signings. He's won the Champions League, the Premier League, Club World Championship, Super Cup. Like I said, I've not been his massive fan, but you got to respect where respect's due. He's done a job for us, and it's only right that he gets a send off like he has today. He hasn't done a bad thing for us, hasn't done anything against the club, shown respect to the club. So yeah, fair play to him, and hopefully he gets the move he wants and gets what he wants at the back end of his career. Fully deserved what he got today from Liverpool, to be fair.
Yeah, he's going to demand, I tell you, like, he's going to be transforming whatever midfield. If he goes that Barca midfield, tell you, him and De Jong will be absolutely fantastic, sadly for us, but could be looking with Gini Wijnaldum and Aguero in that Barca team, and then Barca a lot more better next season, mate. But yeah, let's get to all your comments as well. We do appreciate it. If you don't mind dropping a like on the video, we just help the algorithm if you haven't already. I know a lot of you had anyway, absolute legends. Tom, and a great day that Helen. Get in, onwards up, guys. Hi, guys. That's Mickey from Planet LFC. Make sure you do as well as the 1892 Reds podcast. Luke and Ricky's their channel. They are live at 8 p.m. I will drop the link. Well, lads, my mum ringing me, and I think,
trying to congratulate you.
Yeah. I've told you I'm live anyway. On that note, I think we'll go end anyway. But it's Eamon's comment before my mad was barging. 46 million loss last year. This Champions League place is a big for next season's budget. Not that I'm looking over the books anyway. Eamon's, I tell you, if all those fans were in charge of Liverpool books, would be signing everyone and then be 500 million pound in debt anyway. But that's why we're fans and not executives of Liverpool. Because I tell you, we'd want to sign Mbappe and Haaland, but we get told off and a big slap on the wrist going, no, you can't spend that. But yeah, defo Tom, defo Helen. But lads, Ricky, Luke, thank you very much for taking the time out tonight, boys. Obviously, make sure if you haven't heard the lads' channels, the 1892 Reds podcast, head over, subscribe to them. They are live at 8 p.m. I'm going to have my scram. They don't have their scram before they go on live anyway. And but really do appreciate you taking the time out tonight, boys, for coming on.
No, I really appreciate it, Jack. Thanks for letting us come on.
Liverpool's done the job.
We've done it. We're there. Join us at 8 o'clock on our channel. And yeah, we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, spot on. Ricky, nice one, la. I'll definitely get his on the end of the season back on the channel anyway. It's going to be a lot of content. We don't want to be discussing about the Euros and all that, but we'll find video ideas anyway that we can do. Yeah. But Reds, thank you to Tom, Eamons, Mickey as well. Chris made up Chris went the game, or if you're watching this on repeat, make sure you do get commenting in the comment section below as well. Northred, Coin as well, Sam Aiken, Northred, Shay, every single one of you has continued to support the channel and support every single Liverpool fan channel out there. Absolute legends. You are the heart, the heart of everyone's channel, the heart of Liverpool Football Club, the fans around the world. But Eds, I'll see you a bit later. See you probably tomorrow doing another video. But Luke, Vicky, thank you very much, and every single one of you. Have a lovely rest of your night. Watch Match of the Day. Sit up, have a bevy, cup of tea, whatever floats your boat anyway. And I'll see you a bit later. You'll never walk alone, Eds. Ta-ra.